Alright, so I tried my hand at this once before, and it didn't go so well. So I decided to try again. So here is a video review of the Transformers Robots in Disguise Bumblebee from the 2015 TV show. So first, let's take a look at the box. Alright, as you can see, it's the new box format. The instructions on the back, 7 steps. Nice picture of Bumblebee. Some advertisements for the app, as you can see. I haven't really played it, but I've heard that it's okay. Not really the best app in the world. Like most apps, it seems like it'll get boring after a day or two. So now onto the figure. Now, this seems to be a pretty nice representation of Bumblebee in his new form from the RID TV show. As some of you may know, it is a sequel to the Transformers Prime TV show of 2011 to 2013. In this show, Bumblebee is going to be the leader of the Autobots, and as such, he gets a toy in Wave 1, of course, as usual. So, let's take a look at it. The detailing is fairly nice. I would have preferred if the chest was a little bit bigger just to match the show model. A little bit of kibble here on the legs, but it's nothing major. It doesn't really hinder articulation much. Included with Bumblebee is the sword, which some have speculated might be the Star Saber. But if you take a look, the handle resembles that, quote, capture device he had in one of the first trailers for the show. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out when it premieres on March 17th, I believe. So, yeah, he can hold the sword nice. The articulation does allow for some two-handed poses, but it can be kind of tricky. Requires a little bit of fiddling. But you can, as you can see, you can pull it off. So, yeah, there's that. Articulation-wise, this guy isn't bad. He's not the most articulated Transformer ever, seeing as he's from a kid's line, but it's not that bad. You got looks like a dual hinge here at the shoulder, back ball joint on the main body, and a simple hinge here on the shoulder. Let me see if you can see that. So see this hinge here and a ball joint here. Here at the elbow, you have a universal swivel joint. Nothing at the wrist, which would have been nice since he comes with a sword, but that's to be expected under Hasbro's budget. Head is on a ball joint. It's pretty nice. It does have a waist swivel due to transformation. Got, I believe they're dual hinge, yes, dual hinge hips. Got an upper thigh swivel, bends at the knee, not quite 90 degrees because of the leg kibble, and like a lot of Bumblebees recently, it's got a kind of a smaller thigh and a much larger shin. You could call it a little bit of ankle articulation, but that's really just for transformation. Obviously, you'll notice right off the bat, he does have the giant Autobot sticker here in the middle for the app. You can scan that in, use them in the game, but Reaper Labels is coming out with a sticker to fix that. It's just a little black circle with that Autobot symbol in the middle. I will be reviewing that set once I get it in. So yeah, overall not a bad representation. Could use a few more paint apps, but that's to be expected. So as for some size comparisons, here he is with a couple more Bumblebees. Here's the Masterpiece MP21. As you can see, he's a bit taller. Here is the Age of Extinction High Octane Bumblebee. So, anyway, yeah, Age of Extinction Bumblebee is a little bit shorter. I do find that these new figures from the RD line are a little bit higher quality than those of the Age of Extinction line. I don't know if that's just the economy is a little bit better, Hasbro's gotten a little more budget, or what. But yeah, they seem to be a little bit more hefty. So here is one of the other two Autobots out currently from the new RID line, Strong Arm. As you can see, he's a little bit taller than Strong Arm, not by much. It's just kind of perspective, making it look a little bit more. Yeah. And now on to transformation. As you may have seen on the package, it does transform in 7 steps. Some of those are a little bit fudged, and it doesn't actually show the sword storage on the box, but we'll show you that. So first thing you want to do, you want to take the feet, flip them up. You want to rotate the waist 180 degrees, straighten out the arms. You're going to come over here to this back piece, flip it up and over the head, like so. Alright, then you want to tab the legs together, like so. And it might be a little difficult. Just get everything lined up. Alright, straighten the legs out. Then you want to take the windshield and roof, rock it back, tab in right there. Then you want to bring the arms down on this double hinge joint. The hands will grab onto this little, I don't know if you'd call it a tab, but it's a little kind of nub. They should just grip onto if you got everything lined up. Same on the other side. You want to make sure you get the back window underneath the arms when you're tabbing those together. Then you want to straighten out the wings if you have those bent. Bring the doors around, and they will tab over that little nub right there. And get everything lined up. Here you have Bumblebee in vehicle mode. And it is a similar vehicle to his prime form. A little bit bland, missing some striping here on the side. No tail lights or any detail on the back. Nice blue headlights, but once again, missing the little blinkers here. So, all in all, not bad. Just a little light on paint apps. As I said, I'll be reviewing the Repro label set when I get that in, and it fixes a lot of this. So yeah, nice little stylized Camaro type car. And not a lot of robot underneath. I mean, you can see the legs here, but that's about it. As I said, there is storage for the sword. Just take it, and there are these 2 little tabs here and here that will match up with these 2 little slots in the sword. And I don't know if it's just tabbing it in several times, but over time the sword has gotten a little bit loose. It doesn't take much to knock it off, as you can see, so yeah. And it does have a tendency to wiggle a little bit. It rolls okay. I've got a hard surface here, so it's not exactly going to roll the best. So yeah, all in all, okay figure, a nice representation of Bumblebee. It does display very well with your Prime figures or your ID figures, if whichever you choose. I'll personally be displaying him with both. I have one shelf that will have all my RID and Prime figures on it. So there you go. There is the 2015 RID Transformers Warrior Class Bumblebee.